In the Godzilla and King Kong universe, these two characters are often depicted with extraordinary strength, yet also full of contradictions and tensions. Godzilla, the king of monsters, is often seen as a symbol of natural protection and balance, while King Kong, the giant ape, is often associated with freedom and instinct. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as usual, give a thumbs up. So now, let's get started. Godzilla, with his terrifying strength and formidable appearance, often expresses tension through his gestures and actions. When feeling his environment or existence threatened, Godzilla often appears fierce and tense, ready to fight to protect his territory and species. King Kong, on the other hand, often manifests tension through frustration and a desire for freedom. As an intelligent and emotional creature, King Kong often experiences conflict between his instincts and his subordinate status. When restrained or feeling threatened, King Kong can become angry and aggressive, ready to fight for his freedom and existence. The conflict between these two titans is not only about physical strength, but also about the struggle between two instincts, two perspectives, and two territories. Their threat is not only about their own existence, but also about the existence of the entire universe they inhabit. With Godzilla and Kong standing out as two leading forces, their increasingly frequent appearances have caused concern and tension for both humanity and the scientific community. Godzilla, the symbol of extraordinary and unique power, is often seen as a protector of Earth, but sometimes becomes a major threat when reacting to situations where he feels his territory or rights are threatened. Conversely, Kong, the symbol of freedom and instinct, often faces restrictions and control from humans, making him frustrated and defiant. The confrontation between Godzilla and Kong not only creates tension between two powerful titans, but also forces humanity to confront the risk of a supernatural battle. With each new appearance of them, concerns about the consequences of the showdown between Godzilla and Kong become greater. Godzilla, the king of monsters, is a symbol of extraordinary strength and uniqueness. With his massive size and ferocious fighting ability, he becomes an undeniable force on the surface of the Earth. Godzilla's strength lies not only in his fierce and terrifying appearance, but also in his incredible ability to emit atomic breath. By emitting atomic breath from his mouth, Godzilla can create a massive vortex and destroy everything within range. This ability makes him a huge threat, not only to humans, but also to all living creatures on Earth. The combination of Godzilla's physical strength and atomic breath ability creates a terrifying and formidable image. Additionally, Godzilla's thick, steel-like skin is an extremely powerful protective armor, helping him withstand any weapons that may confront him. This makes Godzilla an extremely difficult and impenetrable force. With unparalleled strength and a fierce nature, Godzilla is not only a symbol of natural power, but also an undeniable threat to the entire planet. King Kong, the giant ape, is not only a symbol of physical strength, but also a symbol of intelligence and existence. With impressive size and agile movement ability, he is not only a powerful force on the ground, but also a smart victor in every situation. King Kong's extraordinary strength is not only based on his physical abilities, but also on his ability to use his mind to overcome any challenge. He often demonstrates intelligence and creativity in approaching problems, creating strategies and methods to deal with any difficult situation. Additionally, King Kong also possesses extraordinary physical strength, capable of easily smashing tens of tons. The combination of his intelligence and physical strength creates an indomitable force that cannot be forgotten or underestimated. In every struggle and adventure, King Kong always proves to be a victor, a symbol of natural strength and fighting spirit. His existence is not only a symbol of physical strength, but also of intelligence, creativity, and strong will. The showdown between Godzilla and Kong is not only about physical strength, but also about the struggle between the two greatest powers in this universe. Kong, the king of Hollow Earth, a symbol of freedom and power of a mysterious world, faces the threat from Godzilla, the king of monsters, representing natural strength and balance. When Godzilla attacks Hollow Earth, the land that Kong once called home, he is forced to leave to protect the territory and the people and creatures there. This is not only a confrontation between two powerful forces, but also about preserving and protecting the status of each character in this universe. As Kong returns to Earth, the tension and conflict between the two titans escalate to new heights, as both confront each other not only for territory, but also for reputation and power. In the struggle between these two kings, Earth witnesses a war that threatens not only the survival of humanity, but also of the entire Titan world. The showdown between Godzilla and Kong is a magnificent and thrilling battle, where both Titan gods use their strength and special combat skills to attack and counterattack each other. On the battlefield, there are spectacular actions and terrifying destruction as both monsters clash. Godzilla, with his atomic breath ability, creates powerful explosions and devastates everything when he attacks Kong. Godzilla's physical strength combined with his atomic breath ability creates spectacular and terrifying actions. Meanwhile, Kong uses his agility and cosmic strength to deal with Godzilla. He climbs towering skyscrapers and uses the surrounding environment to create strategies and counterattacks. During the confrontation, there are moments where it seems one side will prevail, but then there's a surprising counterattack from the other side. This battle is not only about physical strength, but also about the intelligence and combat skills of both monsters. The showdown between Godzilla and Kong reaches its climax as both monsters unleash their full strength, using all their abilities and combat skills to defeat their opponent. In the night sky, the explosions and flashes from the attacks and counterattacks create a haunting and spectacular scene. Both Godzilla and Kong sacrifice part of themselves to destroy their opponent. Godzilla unleashes a powerful atomic breath, creating a massive energy wave, while Kong uses his ultimate strength to punch directly into Godzilla's chest. In the epic moments, both monsters are heavily wounded and exhausted, but they refuse to submit. It's a tense and unpredictable moment as people around the world watch, not knowing who will ultimately emerge victorious. In desperation and determination, one of the two monsters finally has to give way to the strength of their opponent. It could be Godzilla with his cosmic strength or Kong with his agility and the strength of a king. The ultimate outcome of this battle is not only about who wins, but also about the sacrifice and fighting spirit of both. The two giant monsters clash, creating an epic confrontation between Godzilla and Kong. As the sun sets, the sky begins to turn the fiery red of dusk, creating a captivating and haunting scene. Both monsters stand face to face, eagerly ready for the fierce confrontation. Godzilla, with his ferocious appearance and atomic strength, stands tall, ready to unleash atomic breath destruction. Meanwhile, Kong, with his cosmic strength and agility, prepares for a swift and daring attack. As the two monsters advance towards each other, the ground trembles fiercely under the force of their footsteps. Continuous attacks and defenses are launched, creating powerful explosions and spectacular scenes of destruction. The entire area becomes a fierce battlefield, with buildings collapsing, rocks shattering, and flames blazing. The battle continues with constant domination and counterattacks from both sides. No one can predict the ultimate outcome of this confrontation, but one thing is certain. Under the pressure of Godzilla's devastating atomic breath, King Kong wastes no time and responds with his extraordinary physical strength. He leaps up and gracefully dodges the impact of the atomic breath before unleashing a powerful punch from his peak strength. Kong's punch hits Godzilla's jaw, causing a powerful collision and creating a strong gust of wind. Godzilla staggers back, but shortly after, he retaliates by spewing fire and atomic breath once again. Kong uses his agility and speed to evade these attacks, but he still suffers some minor burns from the fiery blast. Stirred by the pain and anger, Kong continues to attack, unleashing powerful punches and sharp-toothed bites on Godzilla. The showdown between the two monsters becomes more intense than ever, with continuous attacks and counterattacks from both sides. Both use all their strength and combat skills, refusing to submit to their opponent. In the epic battle between Godzilla and King Kong, both monsters use all their abilities and skills to attack and defend, creating magnificent and spectacular actions. Godzilla continues to unleash powerful atomic breath from his mouth, creating massive columns of fire and huge explosions. Meanwhile, King Kong uses his extraordinary physical strength to dodge these attacks and deliver powerful blows from his mighty fists. Both monsters move swiftly through buildings and urban landscapes, creating impressive and breathtaking scenes of destruction. Godzilla smashes buildings and demolishes surrounding structures, while Kong climbs towering skyscrapers and delivers powerful blows from above. In the tense moments of the battle, both monsters confront each other fiercely and unyieldingly. Punches, bites, and kicks are continuously thrown, creating intense and thrilling scenes. The battle between Godzilla and Kong is not only about physical strength, but also about determination and fighting spirit of both. Each attack and defense is an expression of strength and resilience. The battle between Godzilla and King Kong escalates to the point where both monsters are heavily wounded. King Kong, cornered and realizing that his physical strength alone is not enough to defeat Godzilla, decides to use a secret weapon, the ancient axe of his ancestors. With a determined expression and ultimate strength, Kong pulls out the ancient axe from its hiding place, creating a sense of horror and anticipation in the air. This axe has been passed down from generation to generation, a symbol of the power and authority of the Kong lineage. In the tense moments, King Kong grips the axe tightly in his hand, ready to face Godzilla. The power and authority of this weapon, combined with Kong's fighting spirit, create a sense of excitement and anticipation. The showdown between the two monsters continues to escalate with the appearance of the ancient axe, creating a crucial turning point in the battle between Godzilla and King Kong. Who will emerge as the ultimate victor in this confrontation, only time can tell, as the strength of both monsters causes massive destruction in the city. Skyscrapers are destroyed, streets become seas of fire, and the scene is one of chaos and desperation. While the two titans are facing off, Mechagodzilla, a giant robot created by the Apex Cybernetics organization, suddenly appears. With advanced weapons and unmatched power, Mechagodzilla wastes no time and immediately attacks both titans. The battle becomes more intense than ever, as both Kong, Godzilla, and Mechagodzilla unleash powerful attacks and counterattacks. The scene of chaos and destruction spreads far and wide, as all three monsters create large cracks in the ground and destroy everything in sight. In the battle between these three colossal forces, no one can predict the ultimate outcome. Mechagodzilla's appearance escalates the battle to a new height, creating a dangerous and unpredictable situation for both Kong and Godzilla. As the battle escalates and Mechagodzilla attacks fiercely, Kong cleverly and decisively uses the ancient axe. He stabs directly at Godzilla's weak spot, causing a serious wound and causing Godzilla to collapse to the ground. Godzilla, an icon of natural strength and power, is severely wounded and falls before the might of King Kong and his secret weapon. Godzilla's weakness at this moment creates a sense of surprise and horror as one of the mightiest monsters on Earth faces failure and the risk of destruction. With his strength and decisive victory over Mechagodzilla and even Godzilla, King Kong secures a resounding triumph and becomes the king of Skull Island. The ancient axe of his ancestors has proven that strength comes not only from muscles, but also from intelligence and determination. As the war ends and Hong Kong begins to recover from the devastation, Kong returns to his home on Skull Island, where he becomes a symbol of freedom and power. With his kingly position, Kong leads various tribes on the island and protects his territory from any threats. Skull Island finds peace under Kong's rule, and he becomes a symbol of strength and fighting spirit. Kong's victory is not only a triumph for himself, but also a symbol of resistance against unjust threats and power. With his new position, King Kong heads a completely new island kingdom, becoming a powerful and free king, always ready to protect and preserve the natural balance on Skull Island. Today is the video. We hope you enjoyed it. If you really liked it, don't forget to leave a like, comment your thoughts on the video, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We'll stop here. Thank you.